So, just a quick announcement. I don't know if I announced it on this channel, but if you find that I'm conspicuously absent from groups, whether it's on Gilded or um, I'm not really active on social media or whatever, bear with me. I'm going to be as active as I can. At present, I'm currently writing, and I'm really kind of going really serious with this one because I was invited by Miguel to write a scenario for the game Wretchploitation, which is one of my favorite of the Wretchedverse games. And if you're not familiar, Wretchploitation has to do with like the old Grindhouse movies, you know, the sort of like exploitation flicks and things like that. And Miguel caught my Lockdown in the Dollhouse setting that I wrote for 10 Candles, and which was, believe it or not, inspired by Wretchploitation because what I wanted to do was set that sort of end of the world or end of all things scenario in a prison. What could be absolutely more terrifying than, and let me tell you, staff doesn't want to be there, neither do the inmates. What could be more terrifying than facing the end of all things in there? You don't know when it's coming, it's just picking you off one by one, that sort of thing. And that's why I wrote it. That's why I chose the setting I did, but he asked me if I would consider doing it for Wretchploitation, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. No contest, I would do it in a heartbeat. And that's what I've been doing over the last couple of days, is collecting notes and getting everything ready. And I still have to talk to a few people because I want to use some of their characters, and of course they'll be credited with the creation of those characters. And then I'm going to try to make it as much of a sandbox as possible, and kind of let you decide where you go with it. So anyway, hope that's something you'd be interested in if you're into tabletop role-playing games. If not, that's fine. I still recommend you check out the Wretchedverse. The quick start guides are free on Big Geek Emporium and DriveThruRPG. So, let's get right down into it today. What do we need to know? Well, one thing we need to know is I'm off today. I'm off today, tomorrow, and Friday. And, of course, I work the weekend. So, no readings there. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any videos or not. You know, just kind of remains to be seen. I only have so many hours in the day, and I still have other things to do, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's get right into it. I know you do too. And of course, you're going to be facing battles today. I know I'm battling writer's block a little bit. That's why I'm continuing to just gather notes. I'll find something in there. You'll win that battle. You know, I'll win that battle, you'll win that battle. But here's the most important point I think it needs to be made. Sometimes sacrificing the battle is effective in winning the overall war. You don't have to win every battle, but you can. You're also being guided by something having an end to it. Now, what is it that has your end today? What is it you've decided today, whatever this is, ends? It's over, it's done, I'm over it. It's time to move on. Because if you're battling with moving on to the next thing, believe it or not, today is your day for that inspiration. And I hope you'll forgive me, because right now it is cold in here. And I could use my hands warming up a little bit. That's why I'm clutching my tea. But anyway, let's have a look at the runes. I'm going to try to keep this short, sweet, and to the point. There we are. So, starting right off the bat, we have Perthro. Perthro, the dice cup. Some days you're just going to have to roll the dice on something. Now what that is today, the start of your project, the start of this new thing that you're having to do. the start of this new adventure means you're going to have to take some very well calculated risks, and you cannot plan for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're playing Monopoly or well, any game involving dice, backgammon, any of those role-playing games, board games, it doesn't matter. When you roll the dice, you are completely taking chances. You can only plan so far. After that, you gotta have a little faith. So roll those dice. Roll them courageously. Just throw them and let the result be what it is. Work with your result. And use it to unify things. Use it to bring it all together. Sometimes a new formulation in the mortar will make the wall stronger. Sometimes it'll teach you a lesson in what to add and what not to add. You're going with sort of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other because of this card. Tivaz. And Tivaz is justice and balance in all things. So, also we're pointing it right at Ragnarok. We're looking right at that one. You're going to have to know, there's an old saying, if you want peace, you must prepare for war. You're going to have to know that battle in order to know, you're going to have to know the peaks in order to know the valleys and vice versa. One does not exist without the other. And I can tell you one thing. Choosing your battles wisely is going to be the most effective thing you can do. If you're more focused on bringing things together, then those things trying to tear you apart can't win. It's easy to kind of go for what goes for you, but when you decide that you're not going to give it the time of day, guess what? What you build becomes self-evident. What you build justifies its own existence. And it stands no matter who's throwing, whatever at it. The wall is going to be there. Brick by brick, stone by stone, until it stands tall. And people can throw rocks at it all they want. And all it'll do is stand there and smile. I certainly hope that helps. I hope it's a message that resonates with you today. I hope you carry it throughout your day, and remember there is balance in all things. So as things are coming more toward the destruction of things, there are more opportunities to build. Make sure that today you're building. And just remember, I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up, and as always, shine on.